Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today in Destiny Rising, we have Estela. She just joined the game a couple days ago. I'm having a lot of fun with her. I'm using her in various different game modes, so we're going to talk about her kit, show some gameplay. She was available in the beta and the alpha. I didn't have any experience with either of those tests, so everything here is new to me, and it's very, very cool. We're also going to talk a little bit about the difference between her and Gwen, because you may be asking yourself, should you pull for Estela or should you pull for Gwen? There's a lot to discuss here. So let's get into it. All right, and welcome back. Let's talk about Estela. Very cool character. This dragon-themed character, which obviously fits the channel very, very well. This is a cosmetic piece that I have on her. Just looks really cool. I don't have all the cosmetic pieces, but I'm going to work on it. Her character, so she's solar offense. She's got a pulse rifle and machine gun. I really do prefer the auto rifles, but I've learned to adjust to the sidearm, especially this one here. It's just got a rapid fire, which works out really well. And I'm adjusting a little bit to this pulse rifle here. This is the Furies. Now, there's other pulse rifles. Hopefully, I have an opportunity to get them and test them, but right now, this is the one that I'm using. She's definitely offense, but she's got some support as well. So let's talk through her kit where that will be highlighted a little bit. Corruption, this is the base. This is the core of her abilities here. So corruption, as you're attacking enemies, you're going to accumulate corruption. You've got this bar that you can see above your health bar. And then that allows you to cast Bewitched Illusion. We'll get to that here in just a second. When we talk about skill rotation and building up the most damage that you can, I think first that S1 is very important because of Misfortune, this debuff right here. So you're going to attack enemies with it. You're going to inflict them with Misfortune. Misfortune, targets are marked, making them prioritized by all of Estela's summons. I think the cool thing about her kit is the amount of summons that you can have. You can have up to, I think it's 3 of the Bewitched Illusions out there. But it's not just that. Whenever you use Misfortune, you're going to stack up Corruption. Again, you need Corruption to strengthen your Bewitched Illusion. Also, you inflict them with Corrupt, which is cool because this prevents combatants from recovering health and increases their damage taken. So there's some of the support piece. They're corrupted. They can't heal. Everybody's going to do more damage. I haven't tested this in PvP just yet, but I can't wait to get out there and try it. All right, so that's the S1. I think that's what you build the rest of your attacks on. S2 right here, Bewitched Illusion. This is what we were just talking about. I'll go ahead and throw that out there. You're going to throw out this illusion that's going to fight on its own and do its own damage. Again, the higher your corruption bar, the stronger this Bewitched Illusion is and can do more damage. So definitely focus on that. And then the Reverie. I'll go ahead and throw this up here too. So you're going to summon this violent Reverie, and they're just going to continuously attack the combatants by firing this contaminating beam, they call it. Now, when we take a look at the rest of her kit here and what helps bolster the kit, so this one right here, Calamitous Pandemic. So combatants affected by Estela's own misfortune will spread that misfortune to the nearest combatant within 10 meters and can affect up to 5 times. Very cool. So we get more misfortune out there. This one here, the Violent Reverie. While it's present, all combatants' misfortune countdowns are paused, so it lasts longer, which is cool. And then corruption will be accumulated with 80% more efficiency. So you're building that corruption up even more. This last one, Focus Fire. When Misfortune's Guide is cast, Bewitched Illusions blink will fire 3 breaths of temptation at the target simultaneously. So you've got your Bewitched Illusions out there, and then you build this up. You're doing more damage. It's very cool. Again, that S1 summons or focuses all of your summons on that target. A lot of cool stuff here, I think, within the kit, and then just distorted desires here. So attacking combatants affected by misfortune with a weapon 11 times triggers an accident. What that accident does is cause more damage. So it is a very much damage-focused character, in my opinion, with some support mechanics to it, to her, which I think is very, very cool. I don't have anything in the talent tree, but I wanted to talk about this a little bit because, again, I think Misfortune, again, the crux, corruption and misfortune is key. When Estelle or her summons attack targets inflicting with misfortune, they will recover health equal to the initial damage dealt. So here is some survivability built in because I think just out of the box, Estela suffers a little bit with survivability. She doesn't last as long in battle. She takes quite a bit of damage, so I think this would definitely help. Here we got when a Bewitched Illusion expires or is replaced, it gains Sacrifice, so basically it kamikazes to an enemy and does some massive damage. And again, as you work through these, remember you need to continually summon for her and get duplicates to build through this talent tree. This here increases the Bewitched Illusion's max duration, so they're going to fight longer. The additional damage Estela's summons deal to combatants inflicted with misfortune is increased by 50%, so making it stronger. Her summons now deal more damage here, and then maxing it out. Estela recovers 2 corruption per second while in combat, 4 while she's out. So you don't even need to do damage at this point. You are just building up that corruption. And then we've got her dynamic avatar right here. Very cool character. I want to work through this. We're going to do some summons today as well, if I didn't mention it already. I just want to see if I can get some of her cosmetics, see if I can get some duplicates, because this, I think, is really going to be a game changer with Estela and help with her survivability and just do massive damage. Artifacts, talking about survivability. What I have with her right now, I've got this Nourishing pact right here. So summoning restores 12% health. Really what I did is I went ahead, took a look at quick equipped, went to summon specialist, because that's really what I want to focus on, and I took a look at recommended artifacts. So this year we get some survivability back from this when we summon, and you're summoning a lot, so you get a little bit of health back from this one. Right here, after consecutively hitting the same target with more than 5 rounds, you're going to recover some health there as well. And then these other ones, the summons just do a little bit more damage on both of these. So let's see. Yeah, grants summons 24% attack damage for 6 seconds. So, and you're constantly summoning. Very cool summoning. Very cool character. And I think she's definitely worth investing in if you're going to. So now when we talk about the difference between her and Gwen, let's go back in here. So I feel that she's a summoner and she's more of a ranged combat character, where you've got Gwen, who is more, she's this more close combat. A lot of her abilities help with overshield and healing, and she's just really good close in. Some of those battles where you're doing a lot of the ranged damage, she doesn't do so well in. I think Estela will actually excel there, especially when you've got all these massive battles happening in front of you with a lot of enemies out there. Very different characters, close combat versus range, summoning as well with Estela. So I think when you talk about the two different characters, it really depends on your combat style. I think both are absolutely fantastic. Gwen is my main right now, but I'm thinking about moving over to Estela. I've got her up to 50K. I've got Gwen at 55K, so not too far ahead of Estelle right now. But I like the combat style of both, so it gives you that flexibility if you like to change your combat style up a little bit. I haven't compared the damage that each one of them do, but I have taken both of them into the same game modes, strikes, calamity ops, all that stuff, legendary campaign and everything. And I feel that they're fairly comparable. I think there's a little more flexibility with Estelle, with being able to do more ranged attacks and get that extra support for you and for your team. But when you talk about survivability, I feel Gwen definitely has much more survivability than Estela. So I want to really work on Estela's artifacts and get her duplicates and see how her survivability is once you get her more towards maxed. So that's Estela. That's my opinion between Estela and Gwen. I think they're both fantastic. I've got Gwen all maxed out on her talent tree and everything. So all of my summons are going into Estelle right now anyway. So let's go ahead. Let's go do some summons. All right. Also, I really want this. I really want, where is it? I want her. This is cool. I really like her ghost. So I want to summon for you, but you got to finish these cards, which does take some time. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's jump into here. Let's do some 10 draws. Confirm. We're going to just do some skips here. Go pretty quick. Nothing there. No dupe. No dupe here as well. We're getting some Umiko. I haven't tested Umiko out just yet. All right, do we got more? What? This is 30. Still no dupe of her yet. I want at least that first one. No, not here either. Getting a lot. Hey, we completed something there. We'll take a look at that here in a minute. Here we go. Did we go to pity on that one? I didn't even look.
You shouldn't trust the Ahamkara. They're wicked creatures. All of them.
Nice. Oh, whoa. Okay, no. Okay, I was going to say, did we... Yeah, skip. All right, so we got one dupe at least. What? Let's do a couple more. Why not? All right, so we'll call it there. Let's just go back out. Let's see. Let's grab this here. What did we get? What did we get? We got this. We got her cheerful playtime emote here. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and back out and go over to her character. And now we get some health, which is cool.
I'll go even further still.
And then did we have something new here? We did. What do we have? Oh, we got that right there. Nah, I don't want that. I'm going to keep the Dragon Slayer. All right, there we go, everybody. That's what I had for you. That's Estela. There's a few thoughts between Estela and Gwen. I definitely think she's worth it. She's a lot of fun. When you talk about free-to-play versus pay-to-play, obviously pay-to-play is going to get her there much faster. But even for free-to-play players, I think it's worth pulling for her because she's going to help in a lot of different game modes. So it really depends on your playstyle. Do you like that more far-away, long-range type combat, or do you like to be kind of mixing it up and getting in the thick of it? Because Gwen is fantastic for that. I love her. These are my two favorite characters in the game right now. So... very curious on your thoughts. What do you think about Estelle? What do you think about the difference between Estelle and Gwen, since both of them have banners up right now? All right, everybody, that's what I have for you. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.